Welcome. Welcome to Stone Age Gamer. My name is Rob.
And I'm Brendan. And we're going to talk about video games.
We've known each other since second grade. And we've played all the video games
Every single one.
We just thought it'd be fun to pull out some games and to reminisce about them. But there's a twist. There's a twist, which is that we both pulled out a single game, but we didn't tell the other person what game it was. Okay, so who wants to go first?
You can go first. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay.
They are all your games.
No, this is one.
I mean, but...
Oh, this is all from my collection.
Yes.
Correct, okay. This is my Pulp Fiction bag, briefcase.
Okay.
And I've
Is
got...
it going to glow golden?
Now, this is not...
Aura?
Yeah, wow, that would have been a great idea if we had a light in there. For future episodes. Yeah. A good idea. Okay.
Add the fact later. That's fine.
This is a game that was released in America under a different name, slightly different name. I don't have the American copy, but I do have the Japanese copy. So we're going to have to talk about it from just keeping that in mind.
You should probably just make me guess what it is.
Oh, you already know what it is. Go ahead, guess.
You said it was released here but had a different name?
It had a different... It was a different number.
Oh, so Final Fantasy VI?
Yes.
/3?
/3.
Oh,
Final Fantasy VI /3.
My all-time favorite game.
That is, for a long time, that was my all-time favorite.
There's a 7 now, right?
Well, it's still my favorite Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I think my favorite game, though, might be Ocarina of Time. Okay, but this game, how did you get introduced to this game? Because I have a very good story about how I first played this game, and it involves you and your brother.
Okay, well, that makes sense because this was introduced by my brother.
Mike?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
This one's for you, big guy. Frame of mind and the video game.
Oh, that's true.
Dedicated to Mike.
Yeah, that's very true. But when was the first time he played it? Did he just buy it? Was he already...
We rented it from Blockbuster Video. Which was a thing.
Video.
Youngsters out there, you don't know what that is anymore.
You had to physically go to the store.
And ask them to borrow that.
I want this. They actually had lots of Blockbusters actually had the carts in the thing, so you could just open it up.
Yeah, I know.
And there was people who'd steal them and yeah, that's the cartridge right there.
It's a thing of beauty.
It's called Final Fantasy III in the U.S. And it's because they thought Americans were too stupid
to count.
Yeah.
This goes 3 to 7. Nobody asked any questions.
Pretty much. Okay, so the first time I played this was, I remember I went to your house, and Mike was a big RPG player.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into it.
He played the crap out of every RPG.
Yeah.
Is this the one he started with?
I don't know, honestly. I don't think so. Yeah, no, because we played Final Fantasy. It would have been Japanese 4.
Yeah.
Paladin, Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Paladin.
Yeah.
We played that one first, and even before that, we played Mystic Quest.
Oh, right.
Which was not really a Final Fantasy, but kind of. That may have been he always found really cool obscure ones though from Blockbuster, Legend of Gaia.
Oh,
you played that one?
That was Illusion of Gaia.
Illusion of Gaia.
That was
epically difficult.
Man, I wished so much that I had that game. I remember I went over to your house and we were playing Illusion of Gaia. I remember there's this specific town that has this ramp that you go up the ramp and then you go into another dimension. I might have conflated those two things. It might just be a ramp.
It sounds actually pretty accurate. You traveled between universes and weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Super hard game. It wasn't a leveling up game. It was more I think you leveled up, but it was more.
It was more like environmental puzzles.
Yeah, and action RPG. It wasn't turn based.
Yeah. Okay, but this game. There's a couple memories I have with your brother with this game, but the strongest one is I want to go through all of them. Okay,
we got time.
The strongest one.
They don't care, but
yeah,
we do.
These are the best memories. The strongest ones, I remember I borrowed Final Fantasy III. You guys owned that game.
Yes.
And man, I wish. What happened to that cart?
Mike probably sold it.
Yeah,
I know. Mike probably sold it.
Damn it.
Eventually. I don't know, actually. I mean, that was so long ago. That was before, selling old video games was a thing. They weren't old then.
Maybe he sold it to Funko Land or something.
Probably.
Okay, so
Eventually.
I borrowed this game from you guys. I got really close to the end. I got to like Kefka's Magic Tower or whatever. And we were in the car driving to your house. Like for some reason, just like the whole thing is in your neighborhood, but I know it wasn't just in your neighborhood. But he asked me, he said, "So did you beat it?" And I was like, "Well, I got close." And he's like, "Oh, you beat it, right?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I beat it." And he's like, "What'd you do after that?" It's like, "Well, I played it again." I just started like playing along with him. And then he was like, "What'd you do it after that?" And I said, "I beat it again." And he was like, "Oh my God, you're like crazy." And he was like all joking around and stuff. But for some reason, I thought it was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. And I was like laughing in the car the whole time, like hysterically. Do you remember that?
Nope. Sure
Because
don't.
you were definitely in the car. And I was just laughing my ass
That was
off.
probably your first experience at Mike being super goofy.
Yeah, I think
I
it
saw it
was,
all the
yeah.
time, so. It's right.
No, I think
Doesn't
you
stick out as
you
much.
were laughing at the fact that I was laughing that. It was like one of those Beavis and Butthead situations where you just got Butthead in the corner.
How old were we?
Like middle school. It was like not long after the game came out. Oh, maybe we were in elementary. Oh, this game was elementary, wasn't it? Yeah, it just said the date there. 1994. That's 12 years old.
22
That's
years
like
ago.
just right at the cusp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the other memory is I remember we were playing inside, and it was the first time he was showing me the game, or you guys were showing me the game, but he was playing. He was playing on the Velt,
Yeah.
and he had Gao, and he was telling us about the different abilities you can get, and he said Brown Bear
Is the best.
or Big Bear. Was it Big Bear or
I think
Brown?
it was a brown bear. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Brown Bear
Or
is
grizzly
the best.
bear. Grizzly bear.
Was it Grizzly?
Or yeah, I think at least in the later copies of the game, it was grizzly.
Oh.
It was just grizzly, I think. Or no, gold bear.
Gold Bear.
Gold bear.
Gold Bear. Hacha. See, what you guys don't know. What you don't know is that Brendan has an amazing, amazing video game memory. He will remember things from video games. Like, I'm not talking about memories surrounding the game, but within the game itself, he will remember things that you just can't believe he remembers.
Walking strategy guide.
This game right here is actually one. When you
Yeah.
first go into Narsh, there is that one, like, room.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the room, and there's a clock with an elixir in it. And I remember we were replaying it on the PlayStation 1, Final Fantasy
Like
Anthology.
forever ago.
Yeah, and you go, oh yes, go up to the clock there. There's an elixir in there. It wasn't, I think there's an elixir. It was, there is an elixir there. I pressed X. There was an elixir there.
I remember you. One of the ones that sticks out to me is the portion when you're going under the continent to the Esper City for the first time.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's a hidden treasure chest within the wall. You have to like go down, like
Yeah,
once
yeah,
you
yeah.
enter the thing. And I remember telling you that, and you about lost your mind.
When was that? That was recently, right?
As far as time between playing the game, it'd probably been 10
Yeah, it's
years.
definitely
or something
closer
like that.
than now. Or no?
But yeah. Well, I mean, that was probably within the last few years
Wow.
that we did that. Maybe not.
Holy cow, dude!
It's been a huge portion of my life.
This game has a
$11.
list price on here of 11,400 yen. That is $114 US.
What?
When this game was new, games were expensive back then.
I
dude.
remember them. I thought they were
Super
like
Nintendo
$60 all the time, right?
No, they were like 75, 80. I remember
Crazy.
Secret of Mana. There was only one copy left at the EB Games. It was $64.95, and it was an open box copy. Like, it's nuts, dude. Like, games back then. This game was probably like $80 new
That's
in
insane.
US dollars.
Yeah.
I don't understand
I
how.
believe that.
Like, I guess our parents just had enough money to actually buy. We rented a lot of games.
Yeah. Well, you
I
accumulated
games, yeah.
all of them over forever. You never
Yeah,
got
you
rid of
take
anything.
a long time, and then you don't sell anything. You get a nice collection.
You have well, you always that was like your favorite thing to do too. Like
That's
you
true,
saved
yeah.
up and got them for yourself too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember. So your collection is
And my dad, like,
immaculate.
yeah, he would buy me games.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, well, do you have anything more to say about Final Fantasy before we move on to the next game so we can take it to level 2 after this?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's do it, man. It's going pretty well so far.
I think so.
I'm surprised how many memories we actually have about the games.
That aren't even actually in-game related too.
Yeah, it's like all those like memories of it come oh man, I can't wait to do like Final Fantasy VIII. I got good ones about that, like the strategy guide, and oh man, and that one weird kid, Matt Holmes.
Matt, if you're listening, it's okay. You can
Matt
be
Holmes,
weird.
you're the greatest, dude. Be weird in your weirdness, because you were a weird motherfucker.
Remember, speaking of weirdos back and then, Justin Keeler? Do you remember that?
Justin Keeler.
From like elementary school?
Yeah, he came to a few of my birthday parties.
Yeah.
Or was it Justin Key?
No, it was Keeler.
It was Keeler. Okay, yeah,
Goofy
go
dude
ahead.
with glasses.
Oh.
Different guy.
Maybe a different guy, but go ahead.
That's it. I can't remember. What were you talking about? Oh, my game.
You said speaking of weirdos.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then
we're
I
gonna
said
do
the guy's
game in a
name. He was
second,
a weirdo too.
Okay, is that computer so we better hope that's recorded. Okay, I'm ready for this game. I think I know what it is. Do you want me to guess?
Yeah, sure.
I think I saw it too, but even if I hadn't seen it.
I accidentally whistled the song as soon as my
Oh,
hand
okay.
touched it.
Yeah, I know it is. Chrono Trigger.
It was like reaction. I saw it and I
dude.
touched it. I was like,
Listen. If you hadn't picked it, I would have picked it.
I know.
So, like, for the inaugural
Well, if
episode.
you hadn't picked that one.
For the inaugural episode, it could only be these two games. Like, it really could only be these.
This is one of the first ones I remember playing with you extensively.
Extensively.
And it was the first game. Oh, you have everything?
I have everything.
All the things.
Quick aside, this is what we're playing with right here. This is worth
A small fortune.
$300 on eBay. Easily.
All,
Like, this is
every
mint.
single piece. It was mint.
This is mint.
This was mint. Every single piece of literature that came in that box you have still. In still perfect condition.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Including the cardboard and plastic sleeve. And
Like-
you bought a box condom.
Oh, yeah, no, I got box condoms for all my games.
I noticed.
I was like, we got
Practice safe gaming.
This is... Why? I'm more careful about my games than my own health.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, this is a little different, though, because I still get this... In fact, you might get more enjoyment out of the box condoms.
Man, that's good. Okay, so
Chrono Trigger. This was a culmination of, like, the RPG genre. RPG genre.
genre.
Really culminated in this game, I feel like.
They've never been able to do better than they did
No,
on the
like
Super Nintendo, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Forever.
No, totally. This game was like... It was one of the last RPGs to come out on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last big Square one in the U.S. I think.
Squaresoft. I would buy anything they made.
For sure. That lasted like all the way through the PlayStation 2 era. Maybe. The end of the PlayStation 1 era,
I stood firm longer than you did, I think. Remember what was the 8-story game that you were like could not tolerate?
Oh! Saga Frontier. Well, I gave that game zero chance. Because I remember you were playing it, and I didn't even let you explain it. I was just like, this game's stupid. Let's play it. I don't know what we did play.
I never beat all 8 stories. There's like eight interwoven stories.
So, I was playing this game called... You remember the game Suikoden?
Yup.
You like dominated that game, right?
Yeah.
There was a sequel that was like super rare in the US, but they released it on like the PlayStation 3 Classics or whatever, so you could play it.
Really?
I was playing that last night, and we got to play through that game.
Okay.
That's like an amazing RPG.
Oh, I meant to tell you, I found that copy of that rare tactics type game that you used to unlock your hard drive on your on the PlayStation 2. Where you had all the games.
Oh, Hoshigami.
Yes, I have that.
Sweet. We could play that too. Okay, but you never owned this game, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
You did.
yeah. And this is the first game that really fed into my completionist fit. Because PlayStation or Final Fantasy VI was the first one I finally played. Mike always played, and I always thought they were too hard, so I'd watch him forever. And Final Fantasy VI was the first one I finally sat down and played myself, and then it took off from there. And then Chrono Trigger is when I started wanting to get every single thing and beat
Yeah.
every single boss in the game. Like,
And
max out the characters.
There was like
all
10
the
endings for this. Did you get all the endings?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, no, that was a dumb question. You know what's funny? I remember playing this with so many different people. I remember I was at my cousin's house for like a whole summer. We played this game like twice all the way through.
I don't. That doesn't surprise me, especially because when you get New Game Plus.
Oh yes, that was a new concept.
Yes.
We can look at
I always loved it when they actually did that
here.
in the game. Is this? Are these two of them?
Yeah, there's 2 posters. These used to be in my room. Do you remember these?
Yes, I do remember these.
Wow, these are still in great shape.
I know.
Like even with the tape on it.
There's tape on it?
Tape, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It's spun on the other side on that one. Yeah, but this game for me is just like, this is the ultimate adventure. Like, look at this painting right here. Don't you just feel like you're in some sort of adventure?
I do. The characters were awesome.
Oh my god, the characters are awesome. I wish he had come to Smash Brothers. Oh. Wouldn't that have been amazing?
I never did the Smash Brothers as much as you did.
Oh, you have to get good at it before it becomes really
I'm
fun.
a button masher, so that game was very difficult.
Okay, so that ends segment 1 of Stone Age Gamer.
Segment 2.
Segment 2.
More of the same, but even in better moods.
Let's go pick our games and we'll be back.